Hi everyone! Today we're going to review this book written by Gladys Williams, and it's called Barnardo, the Extraordinary Doctor. It was published in 1966 by Macmillan publishers, and is indeed an extraordinary book just as the protagonist. I really loved how it was set up to talk to us about a real story, the real story of Barnardo, who managed to save many people during his life and actually left a legacy that allowed other people to keep his work living. So it's really important to say that this story, this true story, actually takes place in the Victorian age in London. Barnardo was originally from Dublin. He then decided to move to London. He would then deepen his faith into Protestant religion rather than Roman Catholic religion, because Protestant religion was more towards being reluctant to be selfish instead of the Roman Catholic one, who would usually bring people to become eager of possessions rather than values. And that is probably what helped him through the years. The faith he had, that he had a mission on this earth, that it was to help as many kids as possible. Indeed, he actually at some point thought to be a missionary in China, but then found out that his place, his mission, needed to be carried out in London. Another thing that I really enjoyed about this book is the fact that nothing ever happens without a reason. It's incredible, but only one night changed history forever. In fact, that one night in London, a boy named Jim asked for a shelter to Dr. Barnardo, which then started asking himself whether there were more boys, such as the little one he was listening to. He did not only listen to him, he felt for him, and then found out eventually that there were many other in the same situation, if not even worse. So that is what sparked his interest and his will to be helpful for them. Eventually, he will be able to take care of little girls as well, especially when he will marry. And he will also notice that boys and girls have different needs and therefore different ways of being shown love to. Because at the beginning, he only had a Sunday school. And then eventually, through some help, which is another thing I really like, is that the author doesn't say it's all his responsibility, because he had many other people who helped him, even anonymously. And through that money and through that volunteering of people, he was actually able to build houses for the boys and villages for the girls. This book is also able to convey the difficulties of Barnardo and of the kids before reaching out for him, for his help. It narrates so many different stories about kids that are actually pretty hard to read sometimes, because you really understand how lucky we are, but at the same time it gives a deep insight of what it was like living like them and what it was like to change their lives for Dr. Barnardo. Barnardo was really able to not being judgmental. He would listen to everyone and he would welcome anyone who asked for help. And at the end, during his life, he was able to save about 60,000 kids. And actually, he left a legacy which would then save about 110,000 more than that. So he had a huge impact for so many people and for history itself. I think both the book and Barnardo are a must-read, because we should all take his life as an example of philanthropy and love towards the other. It would all be nicer, I guess. Well, enjoy the reading. Thank you for your attention.